Good day. So in this video, we will discuss about Chapter 6, which is the innovative technologies for assessment 4 in teaching and learning. So in this video, we will only focus on discussing the lesson 1, which is the ICT and assessment for learning. Assessment is very important in students' learning. There are many approaches in the assessment of learning, with an emphasis on the process of learning along with the product of learning. The ultimate measure of students' competence is performance. Development in information and communication technology has thrown numerous possibilities for assessing student learning and providing immediate feedback. So what is assessment? It is a process of identifying, gathering, and interpreting information about students' learning.
Let's proceed now to the types of assessment. So, assessment can be classified into various types or approaches based on the purpose for which it is designed. It can be classified as formative assessment, summative assessment, diagnostic assessment, and authentic assessment or performance assessment. Formative assessment. Formative assessment provides feedback and information during the instructional process while learning is taking place and while learning is occurring. It helps teachers understand students' progress and their level of understanding during a unit of instruction. Some examples of formative assessment are exit cards, 1-minute essay, and 4-corner assessment. Summative assessment. Summative assessment takes place after the learning has been completed and provides information and feedback that sums up the teaching and the learning process. Its purpose is to let the teachers and students know the level of accomplishment attained. So some examples of summative assessment are unit test, midterm, exams, and final exams. Diagnostic assessment. Diagnostic assessment can help you identify your students' current knowledge of a subject, their skill sets and capabilities, and to clarify misconceptions before teaching takes place. It is designed to locate specific learning deficiencies in case of specific individuals at a specific stage of a learning lesson, so that specific efforts could be made to overcome those deficiencies. Some examples of diagnostic assessment are pre-test, self-assessment, and interviews. And the last one is authentic assessment or performance assessment. It describes the multiple form of assessment that reflect student learning, achievement, motivation, and attitudes on instructionally relevant classroom activities. It usually includes a task for students to perform and a rubric by which their performance in the task will be evaluated. So some examples of authentic assessment are experiments, demonstrations, and projects.
So after we discuss the types of assessment, we will going to discuss now the rules of ICT in assessment in learning. There are new technologies created for students with higher level thinking skills, particularly the aspects of creative and critical thinking, and the opportunity to assess those skills. The use of ICT in assessment is very useful to teachers. This is because students' information and their results to examination can be recorded, can be restored, and also can easily be retrieved. With the use also of ICT, the teachers can right away give feedback to students about the results of assessments. Feedback from the computer during the use of test material improves students' performance in the later use of the same test material. In educational assessment, the use of technology as an innovation and as a support in teaching and learning is essential to improve instruction and increase performance. With an effective classroom assessment systems in place, a valid demonstration of students' learning and progress connected to classroom instructions and experience can be confirmed. Tests play a vital role in traditional learning as well as in e-learning, and this helps teachers and the students to measure the learning. There are many freeware where the teachers can create their quizzes and can evaluate learning electronically. Online examination systems seek to efficiently evaluate the test takers thoroughly through a fully automated system that not only saves time but also gives fast results. It is done in most cases through a web-based online examination software. One of the advantages of using a web-based exam software or an online exam system is that it gives a high level of transparency as opposed to the traditional method or the remote method. It is almost impossible to compromise exam questions and evaluations because they cannot also be influenced. Most of the online exam generate their results instantly, and it is often possible for the exam taker to get the information and his results immediately. Some of the major advantages of online examination are accessibility and flexibility, time management, save cost, and statistical analysis. This is an important thing that security and confidentiality are also be considered. Security needs to be given top priority for any website that you will be given information to. The good thing or the good news is some schools utilized software for security and privacy of examination. So that is all for the discussion about Chapter 6, Lesson 1, and I hope that you learned something about the ICT and assessment in learning. Thank you so much for listening and be safe out there.